National Series on EA Sports. BlackKnights taking on the Detroit Lions.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the London BlackKnights. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, you might be a little jumpy as well. It might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
Here comes the Lions punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, their tall quarterbacks standing at 6'5".
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Number 34.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And the throw right side here, complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Here we go now on first and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
Again, the ball carrier.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Brought down at the 2-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. Now back to throw. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
Lions nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
32-yard line.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 13 carries, 69 yards, and a touchdown.
And when I watch them operate, I see a unit that's playing with extreme confidence. Offensive line, tight ends, wide receivers. You see a group that wants their number 8 rusher in the league end up being in the top 5 before it's over.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First down, Detroit.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1.
7-yard line.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. So nothing there on the screen that time.
Number 39.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one. I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. His first carry, loses the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready, and above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Makes it 3rd.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
1st and 10.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 23. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Right back to him on first down. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Pick up of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will take it in for the touchdown. From 13 yards out. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
Lions nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
You're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up second.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Pressure comes, and down he goes.
Someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Lions nothing.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snaps, and they're there, and they end up making the play.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Lions.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Oh, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
39.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. And
He'll drop to throw. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
a loss of 8 yards.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. And here comes a big tight end as he gets set for this next drive. And what can they do to better account for him? Because they haven't accounted for him well so far as we see here on your screen.
They may have to drop coverages they haven't run so far. They have to create something on the fly because he's beaten everything. And when you watch this game unfold, you keep thinking to yourself, is it 2 men, 3 men, maybe even a 4th guy may have to go and account for him. But right now, he's shredding the defense.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, over 100 yards. 2nd and 4. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And it brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And to give this time to the tailback. And this will wind up a Lions 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Ball carrier. He was brought down.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 46-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
3rd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the traders take a look, we'll step aside. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. I call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's at the 30, the 20, and all the way in for a touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be... Now the ball comes loose.
The pass. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but under pressure, and down he goes.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. On play action, they'll throw. Nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop any defensively. 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
They'll set up a throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. He does have the 1 interception, Charles, but I think that's been more than offset by the 3 first-half touchdown passes.
I would agree with you. There is a blemish. And when you've thrown 3 touchdown passes to try and erase it, that's a little bit better than a ratio that all NFL coaches are seeking from their quarterbacks, and he's giving it to them.
They'll take the 3-1
every single time. Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Yard line.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And it is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Well, there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So that drive, 4 plays.
Lions, nothing.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. In 2nd quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's going the other way. And he's got his guys set up great now. 1st and goal, and the Pigs get at the 7-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll drop to throw. The quick slant caught. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
At the line of scrimmage. Brings up 4th.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll try and run for it. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. So certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
Here's 2nd and 8. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were winners in their ball game over the visiting Dallas Cowboys. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Carolina Panthers. 24-10 was your final. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball. Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 3 yards to the gain there, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and...
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got this down to the 35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. 5-yard touchdown. And this offense continues to pour it on. That was quite the call down around the goal line on 4th and goal.
Yeah, they fake the run, pull it out, throw it, and as a defense, I've been in that spot before, and we see it all the time. You almost have to overcommit against the run. You have to almost sell out and say, they're going to run it, go make a play. They got fooled on that one.
An extra point attempt here still to come. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive in total 8 plays.
Nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins. We talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. Well, guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush will bowl you over on their way back to the quarterback? They've got to reestablish that in order to try and keep their man upright.
Because they have been bowled over a lot so far in this one.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
The pass.
It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen. On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
He's brought down.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of 12. First down, Detroit.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
Complete to number
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
3rd down. And 5.
Back to throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, possession switches hands. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And as we peer at the numbers, he got off to a struggling start, but since then really found his rhythm.
And I think that comes together with not just the halftime adjustments, but just that quiet confidence. If you just keep doing the things you've been working on, eventually there'll be creases. You know, find those gaps in the defense, keep working on them, and maybe what didn't happen very well for you in the beginning of the game, it starts to open up as the game moves on.
A throw over the middle, taken in. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brought down at his 49-yard line. That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A nice carry there of 15 yards.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up 1st downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Taking it right down Broadway. And touchdown. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And this offense is running away with this one.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Point after here coming up. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he returns this to the 22.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. 3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd down and 10.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Gain of 10 brings up 3rd and inches.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
9 yards.
That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
A gain of
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
incomplete from the contact.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
44, Lions 3.
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
At their own 29-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
Yeah, it's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. looks for the completion out to the right. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. Is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And they'll send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return, and the Lions will take over. Another shot now for this Lions offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he hits the tight end. It's Davis. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And 1 yard to go.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And finding Davis here, the tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
first down. He'll drop to throw it. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Finding room to the 20. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
17 yards, but it's
they'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 6 conversions in 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
6 brings up 2nd and 4.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
48-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Running back. He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
It's fourth down.
Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And 5 at the 30-yard line.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
First down, Detroit.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This one caught by Davis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
And the Lions.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Well, this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off at the 49. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Right back to him on first down. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this down to about the 30-31-yard line.
A gain of a yard brings up third and 5. Tonight,
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the home team here, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.